everybody, I'm Dave Serfozo. This is the Wine Stain, and I'm not wearing any pants. So, anyway, today we're going to be heading over to the Big House. We're going to try a couple of wines from Big House Wines, their red table wine and their Cardinal Zin. And one of the things that I try to do for you guys is find some wines that are affordable and good. And those usually don't line up that often. But that's one of the things that we try to do. You know, usually if you're paying $30, $40, $50 for a bottle of wine, you're going to get something pretty good. With these types of wines where we're in that $10 to $15 range, I believe these are like $10.99 a piece. Sometimes it's hit and miss, and if you've been watching the show, it's been a lot of miss lately. So we're going to give it a shot here. We're going to just uncork this one. Now, sometimes it hurts to unscrew a cap like that, but have an open mind, okay? If it's good, it's good. I mean, really, you pay 10 bucks for the bottle of wine. So let's see here with the red, the Big House Red. Certainly hope it wasn't prisoners who put this thing together, but not bad. As far as the aroma, a lot of the berries in here, blackberry, raspberry type, but fairly strong, fairly prominent. So, so far we're looking like we might be heading in the right direction. Much more full than a lot of the cheaper red table wines. Yeah, it actually packs quite a punch. I'm getting, it has a softness to it. A little bit of leather, a little bit of vanilla in there. It's a fairly power-packed wine. I'm going to say for just a red wine to have around, and one that when you have folks over and you want to knock out a quick bottle of wine, this is not bad. The finish, moderate. It's not going to go on forever, but if you have been paying attention, we've been getting wines that thankfully had a really short finish. This one, you kind of get your money's worth out of it. I'm going to say that for 10 bucks, 8 bucks when you find it, and it's easy to recork. All right, let's see what we get with the Cardinal Zin. Now, I usually like Zins that are peppery, have a little bit of spice to them. I tend to use the Zinfandels when I'm barbecuing and putting some nice spicy rubs, and I want something that can hang with it. And the last few more inexpensive ones I've tried have been a little tame and not spicy at all, no zip to them, and that's kind of a disappointment. So if we can find one that's in this lower price range that I can recommend, I think we'll have something. Getting the blackberries in this one again. Might even be a little, like some herbs or something in there. So once again, this one is looking promising. It's got a nice peppery feel to it. I like this. The finish is a little odd. It starts off with a real strong zip to it, and like I said, and some good pepper, but then it really tones down. It gets a little floral and soft as the finish sort of wanes. I'm not saying it's a deal killer. It's just a little surprising. Usually when when these kind of wines hit you with something, that's what it stays with. And this one, about halfway through, just sort of readjusted and went in a different direction. So I'm fine with it. I think also this one in that $8 to $10 range. If you want one for a barbecue, you want a little zip to it, I think it's a pretty good wine. So I'm going to have to say, for the price, I'm going to recommend both of these. I don't know. I know they make, I think they make about 10 different wines. But these two here, I see around quite a bit, so they're readily available. I'm going to recommend them. If you haven't clicked on our like button down there, please do that for Facebook if you're a Facebooker. And we're going to be back, obviously, next week with some more fun stuff. I may kick it back up again in price a little bit, maybe throw something wild at you. If you have any comments, find a spot here on the site, leave them for me. I'd love to see what you have to say. And as always, we'll be back next week. I'll have pants on, maybe, but you'll be here and we're going to have fun. We'll see you right here next week on the Wine Stain.